Fight fans. Fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. I am live. On a live stream. The only problem is, it's not the live stream. Okay? Had technical difficulties. Supposed to be already set up, ready to go, ready to counterpunch, ready to enjoy another fun fight night of boxing. However, things didn't go the way of planned. Okay. For one, I'm in the Little Elm, Frisco, Texas area, and everybody that I thought that I could watch the fight or set up the fight was nowhere to be found. You know, either they had something to do in this busy Saturday in the wonderful, beautiful world of DFW, Fort Worth area, North. So I'm going to either wait this one out because I don't know when they'll be back. I tried to call to make preparations beforehand. Obviously that didn't work. So here we are. So I thought to myself, with enough content I've shot out today, let me go live to explain what happened and why we are not having the Caleb Plant / Jermall Charlo card happening today. Now, this has nothing to do with PBC. It does not. But things go that way. And I've tried the rooms around here. A lot of them are booked. You know, and by the time I get to a room that's available, it'll cut into a lot of the fight. So might have to cancel tonight. Unfortunately, I'm kind of down. I'm really rather pissed because I could have stayed home to do the damn live stream and then came tomorrow. But, you know, I didn't want to drive in the morning to do something that was due in the morning because I have an important function to go to in the morning. So the only problem was I wasn't at home to watch the fight. But that's what happens when you don't have your own shit or you're trying to depend on other people to get stuff done. Jay, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you.
Quarter mile. Use any lane to turn left onto West El Dorado Parkway.
But that's where we're at now. So I'm just cruising. I'm going to get something to eat, you know. Just relax a bit. And at some point, get me a hotel. One kind of far from this area, which I can't travel too far because the function is up in this area. Get me some food. Suge Knight. That sounds like something Suge Knight would say too. Give me some food. I'll take the most expensive meal they have. That also sounds like something he would say. Lobster. Who says I was going to a seafood place? I don't think it matters to you. I said lobster. Yeah, I wasn't thirsty at all. You know? Cloud 9 whiskey. Not Suge Knight. I hit the wrong fucking person. Damn, I hate doing that. Yeah, I didn't mean to time out Suge Knight. He didn't really say nothing that bad. I meant to get the other cocksucker out, but he's gone too, so whatever. I just don't understand people sometimes, man. I don't know. I guess writing trolling is like what we used to do back in the day. We used to call somebody and prank call them. I grew up in times where you didn't know who was calling until you picked up the phone. You didn't know that until you actually picked up the phone and found out who it was. And you're like, hello? I'm gonna kill your cat! Huh? Hello? Who is this? Who is this? Click. You know what I mean? But I guess that's equivalent of that. Like, hey, let me find a live stream and say something stupid. Weird beard. Bars. But yeah, other than that, man, everything's good. It's been a pretty cool day, I must say. I remember doing Ding Dong Ditch My Friends when we have kids, fun times. Yeah, I mean, things were more interactive then. People did stuff that actually meant you had to do stuff. Very little things were done in order that required non-physical stuff. Cow tipping, bike riding, bicycle clubs, skateboarding, rollerblading, So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's what we're looking at today. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, who knows though? I mean, I'm going to get some grub, so just giving you guys an update on what's happening. And the jacked up thing is I have to wait, and I would cancel the stream, but I can't. So Triggers Leander, what's up, bro? I'll serve in the army for a year. Wish me good luck. Tigris Leander, good luck to you, my brother. I salute you in advance. Pato 2, you Uber driver? No, I am not an Uber driver. Can't say I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would want to. Like, driving, picking people up in your own shit and all that. I don't think I'd want to do that. Like people in and out of your car that you don't know. But I can tell you this, man. I seen one of the saddest things that went down. I think it was like right before Christmas. It was this lady. She was like a mother of like 3 or 4. And she picked up a guy. And this motherfucker had everything covered up. Like, you couldn't see anything on him. Like, he had like a mask on, he had a bandana, he had a hat, he had shades, and he pulled a gun out on her. And when he pulled a gun out on her, she was like, please, I don't want anything, I don't have any money, please. Like, I got a family. And the motherfucker was like, kept driving, drive your car, keep driving. You know what I mean? And then, see, the dash cam seen him in the back. So they got a description of the cocksucker, whoever he was, I don't know. But eventually he turned it off. And he drove, he got her to drive him somewhere way out of town, and he ended up killing her. You know what I mean? And the question you ask yourself is, and well, this is one thing though, you never know who's going to get in your car. You don't never know who's gonna get in your car. You know, so you don't know. No, I'm not Pakistani. But you don't know the sickers, the sickos out there, man. I don't know what that kid was. I hope they got him. You know, I hope he's being somebody's bitch right now, because that was, you know, for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? And because there was no need of that. Like, I think he took her, because what he did, he robbed her. So what he did was, I think he got her to take some money out. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And I think she made a couple withdrawals, and he took her money, and then he took her purse, and then he killed her. You know, and stuff like that makes you think. And all I could do is think about, as I was reading that and watching that, I'm thinking about Equalizer 2. You guys remember Equalizer 2 when the guy tried to kill Denzel in the car, and he kept swerving that motherfucker, and as he was knocking. Bro, I would flip that fucking car over. If I got shot, it would be me getting shot. It would be me getting shot, like trying to do something, not like reeking in fucking fear and begging and shit like that. No, that couldn't happen. You know, like I would rather run head first into another lane if a motherfucker pulled a gun out on me, because I can't see you. You're behind me. First of all, you're chicken shit. You're gonna pull a gun out on me when I'm driving a fucking car. I can't, you know, it's not a one-on-one situation. It's a situation where you know that I don't have the upper hand. You got full advantage, and you're gonna pull that. I don't know what that dude thought he was doing. He was just fucking in the middle of the road. But no, I would I would lose my fucking mind. Because I would be pissed off. Like, bitch, you pulling a gun out on me. You know? I would drive that fucking car, and I would flip us over. Because one thing guaranteed, we're going to both wreck. And then when we both wreck, you know, you might get some shots off. But you better hope they're fatal. Because I'm coming to kill you. Because if I'm able, I'm gonna tear your eyeballs out of your head. Doing some shit like that. And then I'm going to take that gun from you. And then I'm gonna shoot you with it. Then I'm gonna keep the gun. I mean, that's the way I think. Like, I'm dead serious. You know? That's why Uber drivers have it rough picking up strangers. Absolutely. You know, and you're only trying to make a living off that shit. Trying to pick up people you don't know. And then when you get caught in a situation like that, you realize the shit's not worth it. It's not worth going through that type of stuff, you know. But most people do that, like, because I had an ex that used to do that shit all the time, and it's like, it's not worth it. And she was like, oh, I want to make some money, and I'm like, if you want to make money, have somebody to go with you. Have somebody in the car with you. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Have someone with you that rides your route with you. Especially being a female, because you don't know what the hell's going on with that, you know, or what people's thinking. So, but yeah, that's all facts though, man. I mean, you know, you don't want to get to the point of that. Yeah, it is sad, man. No, I mean, it was like right before Christmas, man. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Uber driver killed in North Richard Hills by highly intoxicated passenger. No. Let's see. This is another situation. In Fort Worth, an Uber driver named Tyro Jolo was killed by a passenger who shot him in a robbery. The incident occurred in North Richard Hills neighborhood in I don't know where that's at. Passenger got out of the car, walked to the driver's side, and then shot Jallo. Jallo was driving for Uber at the time. Huh. All right, let's do this. Woman killed in an Uber Uber woman killed. Yeah, there's a lot of that shit's happening, man. You got to be careful. Like, I would DoorDash and shit before I do anything else, because you're just picking something up and dropping it off. You're not picking people up and picking them up, because you don't know what people are thinking. You don't know what they're, you don't know anything about that, If I'm going, we both going down energy. I'm with you down that curve. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? If I pick you up and you got that on your mind, you have probably just did something stupid. I'm not talking about in the end, the end result. No, I'm talking about pulling a gun and putting it in the back of my head. Because if any way I could get to you, I'm going to kill you. And it's nothing going to stop. I'm not going to let you go. I'm not going to call the police. I'm going to call the police, but I'm going to kill you after that. I'm going to murder you. Because I'm going to be enraged. You don't do people like that. Because, you hear shit like that. I got a good friend of mine that was killed. Man, one of my homeboys, his father, bro, was killed in a robbery like that. And then fuck with him a lot because his dad was pretty young. Because this been, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago now. And, this was in Birmingham, Alabama. So, you're not killing a bug your side. Stop, you're not about that life. Okay. E, you know nothing about me. But I can promise you this. Those keyboard, texting. If you're in Texas, I bet you wouldn't tell me I was the person that said that. You know what I mean? That's just, I hate people that come on here and talk shit, about that life. Anybody that texts that shit ain't about that life. Gav, what's up, Kurt? Big Gavin for Scotland in the building. Counterpunch to you, bro. Sweet Booger, give me the location. Give you the location. Now, are you the same dude? Now, if you're the same person that was writing from that squiggly shit and you're using different accounts, I know you're a troll. That makes you a bitch because you don't even keep the same fucking profile. That shit kills me, man, mother. But definitely, man. Somebody comes and tries that shit. Nah. Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, bro? Mama Lou in the building. We got the enforcers in there. You see all these cocksuckers talk shit, get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Because it's not the day's been pretty chill. And then I'm not able to do the stream. I'm set up for the stream like I want to. Because for one, it's already started. For two, nobody's around. So imagine coming to visit somebody that's not fucking home. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Fight Sports Talk in the building. What's up, brother? Kind of much to you. Yeah, man. It's an 86 on the fight tonight, I guess, because I haven't heard from anybody. Nobody's, everybody's out of town or everybody has something to do. Now it would be different if you popped up, but I didn't just fucking pop up. So it is what it is. It's Caleb Plant, and he's not fighting Jamal Charlo. So how good of a fight will it be? Well, if anything, these will be... I wanted to see LaManna versus Charlo, though, because I wanted to see what Cornflake had left because he said he's going to shock the world. So I wanted to see. You know what I mean? There was some fights I really wanted to see on that card. Now I can't. It's shitty. I blame Charlo. You can't allow another man to slap you like that and walk away scot-free. You know, I do think at this point, I don't think Charlo's mad at Caleb. I don't think he's mad at him no more. It's just Charlo fucked around and found out, but when he got slapped, I think he realized, like, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have. You know, you don't, you know, like, because even that's, you know, you're crossing the line, touching on somebody like that. You're crossing the line. Period. You know, so, and then he even apologized, like, man, I didn't mean that, and I should have been touching on your face, which is respectable, you know. So I don't even think it's about that. Like, no. Who is Scott and why is he free? Skrilla 50 in the building. He said, I got something for you. Slap! Man, that shit was funny. I was thinking, Skrilla 50, man, that made my day right there. Man, that shit funny. I got it. Slap! Man, that was funny, man. That was some funny shit right there. Yeah, man. Because it's kind of like, and it's been a chill, man. It's cruise. Like, you can tell it's a beautiful day out. I'm in Frisco, Texas right now. Frisco, Texas, this shit looks like Hollywood. You guys have never been to Frisco? Frisco is like that rich part of Dallas. It's not Dallas at all. It's Frisco. Big ass homes everywhere. It's fucking gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Let me show you guys. This, like, I don't even know if it. That's where that fucking other deal was. There you go. So there's my view right here. This is my view. But yeah, all you have is big, huge mansions as far as you can see. Kurt, I've never been to the USA, never mind Texas. Mama Lou, counterpunch to you. Some of it, like when you fly into DFW, you'll notice something about Dallas. You'll see Dallas, but then you'll also see, like, what the hell is that over there? You'll see these stack of buildings. You know, you'll see the skyline. Then you'll look over there, you'll see another skyline. Then you'll look over there, then you'll see another skyline. Yeah, no state income tax here, bro. Yeah. The only fucking problem is, Skrilla 50, I still have to pay them because I work in Texas, but that's not the only state I work in. So I have to pay every state tax that I can pay that I work in. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful area. Matter of fact, I believe I'm in the Colony. But yeah, it's huge down here. Some people like it, some people don't. You know? So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay, now we're in Frisco. Yep, Louisiana. They say shout out to Hope LaCour for telling me that for the first time. Makes a lot of sense. It's a lot of Louisiana. So you have jobs, so you know. Man, I'm going to get something to eat, man. I'll probably end up getting a steak or something like that. Getting a steak, something heavy that I can weigh on. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet though. So I might go to Outback, or there's a Texas Roadhouse. I'm definitely getting a steak with mushrooms and onions, medium cooked, and with broccoli. That's it. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, Texas Roadhouse, if you're not careful, you'll go into Texas Roadhouse, right? And you'll order, and they'll bring you these rolls. Don't eat the fucking rolls because they're diabolical. They're the type of rolls that you eat, it's like eating a donut, like a fresh donut, like someone comes at like 5 in the morning with some fresh donuts, like strictly like just come out the batter, just come out the rack, off the little conveyor belt. That's what they remind you of. They're soft. And then Texas Roadhouse, they got this damn like honey butter, like this honey butter, and you put on the rolls, and the shit is crazy because you'll, before you know it, you've ate 3 or 4 of them, and it's crazy. It's crazy as shit, man. Yeah, you do need a passport. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. You guys remember when Anthony Joshua was filming, was training here? You have to come to the States just to have just that. Just what the fuck? Okay, here we go, Lebanon. Maybe one day I will. Mama Lou, you should. Texas, everything's bigger in Texas. You guys remember when AJ came? He was hanging around Derek James and shit. He was eating steaks and shit like that and fucking barbecue. That motherfucker came in like 4 or 5 pounds heavy. He came in at like 258. Why? Because that motherfucker was in Texas. He was eating his ass off. Oh, that's good. I like this steak. This shit's fire. It's hot fire. Yeah. 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 He was fucking killing it over here. That's why I got so... That motherfucker was 258. He was 258 because he was eating his food, bro. You come to the States and start eating, man. It's crazy. I remember... I forget her name. Damn, I forget her name. I think Vicky or Victoria or some shit like that. But anyway, my mom, she had an exchange student from China, right? And my mom used to pick her up all the time. Used to pick her up, and they should, she used to tutor her, right? And when she came, when I first saw her, she was just, she was nothing special about her. Like nothing stuck out about this girl. She was Asian. I think she kind of had a little bad breath. Maybe that's the type of shit she ate. But other than that, though, appearance-wise, she didn't look. She was small, skinny. You know what I mean? No definition on her body whatsoever. This motherfucker stayed like 3 years. In about a year, baby had back. When I mean this girl was thick, I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? Because she was just like, hey, how you doing? Because, I was, my mom was a teacher, so she knew me. And I think she was a couple grades ahead of me. So when I was like a sophomore, she was like a senior. But yeah, I seen her out, and this motherfucker had field out. I mean, she had field out. eating fucking, burgers and pizza and all that shit we got over here. She had filled out, bro. Jay Roos in the building. Dick Chicks rock. I bet you think that, sir. But they do. But yeah, she had totally changed, man. She had totally changed. Like, all together, she had changed, bro. She had definitely changed. So, that food, yeah, you will. Just like if I go out of the country, I lose weight because the food's different. Well, it's the same thing. It's just the opposite in the States. You're going to gain weight. The rolls at Texas Roadhouse are better than the cheddar biscuits at Red Lobster. Oh, yeah, that shit is good. That shit is very good. It's the Tesla. That shit is very good. And those things are diabolical, too. You got to watch those rolls. I've been talking about food the last 5 minutes, so I'm hungry. Shit. It's about that time, peeps. Cisco Perez in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Yeah, those texts, those, but man, you'll start eating that shit, and then you can make a meal out of it, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm not coming to the U.S. I don't want to put weight on. I mean, you don't have to stay that long, but you will get some meals that you won't forget. You don't have to stay. Like, I don't want to live in Louisiana no more. And I got a house and another property there and all that shit. That don't mean I want to live there, but that doesn't mean I won't go there. I'm gonna go there and eat, bro. I go to Louisiana. I go back home, bro. I will kill some shit and then come back heavy. Like, dude, what happened to you? Oh man, I just eat. Yeah, I bet you were, sir. You fucking glutton. Stuart, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Everything's good, man. I can't call it. Damn, I was gonna go that way. Yo, Kurt, we gotta go get some steaks, man. Yeah. Do they have Texas Roadhouse in Atlanta? Or are you talking about moving to Texas? Because if you're talking about moving to Texas, it's on. Yeah, man, we'll be kicking it all the time, man. Come down to Texas. Because, it's like, you'd like Texas, though, I believe. You'd probably like Austin. Austin's dope. That's why so many people from California come to Austin. What the fuck? I'm not moving over there, bitch. Don't hit your horn like that. You're acting like I did something wrong. But yeah, man, we will definitely I've been to this one. What was this one like not too long ago? See, they got a Genghis Grill over here. And Genghis Grill is one of the jankiest places that you ever want to go to. They had one in Shreveport one time. And Genghis Grill is kind of like Subway. You kind of pick up your own noodles and shit. You guys know if you know. But an ex-lady friend took me to one time. And then I went to go there again. They had put locks on the doors. So, it's crazy. I want to move to Texas. Well, hey, man. You can't confuse that with anything else. Yeah, man. Shit. Get out of hot Atlanta. The only time I want to see Atlanta is when I work. That's the only time I want to see Atlanta. I have nothing against it, but you can tell you're in Atlanta. It's green. It's, it appears clean. You got a lot of places. It's kind of like Texas, like Dallas, actually. I don't know if it's bigger than Dallas, but it's just as many people. The traffic is off the chain in Georgia. The shit's horrendous. I swear to you guys, I put in because I was going somewhere. I think I was going to Sally's or some shit like that, and I was at my hotel. I put in Sally's, and I kid you not, the shit said like 3 minutes. Like no, it was like 3 miles and three something, like 3 miles. Tell me why that shit took 57 minutes to get there. I'm like, something 3 miles away that took that long. That traffic was different, bro. The gay TL is whack. I never heard it say. I never heard it said like that. The gay T. Yeah, yeah. You have a lot of that going on. I mean, I never seen a place like that. I never seen a place like Atlanta's wide open. I mean, it's different, but it's just wide open like that. It is crazy. I can't say the first time I ever been came up by a guy, but that shit happens like normal, and it's crazy. It's like you go somewhere, and it's almost like how if you ever went to a district like full of hookers, and they tell you like don't look at the hookers because the minute you make eye contact, they're gonna come to you. The same as like the airport in Atlanta. I mean, the airport in Atlanta is huge. And don't get me wrong, you got everybody, but the locals, like let's say someone gets off and they're getting off and they live there. They tell you the same thing. Don't look them in their eyes because once you do that, they're going to look at you and assume that that's a cue to do something. It ain't. What are you saying? Sorry for Kurt. What do you mean? Sub Dave, it's in the title. G. Oh no. Nah. I can't go live right now because I don't have nowhere to go live at. I mean, I know where I can put my computer or anything. Like if I had like a cohabitat, like because they have a place back home called cohabitat where you can actually all like get a office building and they have the television and stuff, Wi-Fi and all that stuff. But you rent the room like for business meetings and stuff like that. My woman watches that Atlanta Housewives, a couple of hot chicks on that. Well, yeah, here's the thing about that. They have some beautiful women in Atlanta. And the women are there in a like they're almost kind of like either damaged or paranoid and very apprehensive. Now, the strange thing about that is, the good thing is, you can go there as a single man in Atlanta. And yeah, you know what I mean, a single guy in Atlanta. If you like women, you can go to Atlanta and wreck shop. You can meet all types of gorgeous women. And I'm not talking about those scallywag looking ghetto hoochie mama tramp looking project hoes. I'm talking about the K7 business type woman that goes to lunch at 12 or 1 o'clock, and then after that she goes back to her high rise and she works on the 13th floor in the marketing firm. That type of chick you see. Fine. That's what it is. My Uber driver's been hitting on me all week here. Yeah. Yeah, I believe you. You know. Or they or them. They have been hitting on me. Yeah, that's a good one. They, who are they? Them. Who are them? They. Who's he, she? No, they were just they. Them. They and them is plural, you fucking idiot. Who are you talking about? Man, it's hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, man, crazy. J. Roos, these women with BBLs are built like the Megazords from Power Rangers. I hope they were women. Well, yeah, you got a lot of that too. But don't fret though. I mean, because you see a lot of shit in like DR like that. You see, because that's where a lot of people go to get those BBLs and stuff like that, and Brazil too. But here's the thing: it's like with that, real recognizes real. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone that has a big butt, it's got to be fake. It has to be somewhere that you had to get it done or made or, shaped. Not everybody has that shit. It's almost like you go to Brazil, you have women that are fucking fine. They don't need anything. They got fat asses, hips, breasts, all that, and they are beautiful. They are perfect the way they are made. God made, bam, curly hair, gray, bluish, green, hazel fucking eyes, and you're walking down the street and you're like, they're cold. It's almost like, Jay Roos, you can relate to this. Not everybody with curly fucking hair has a Jerry curl. In the 80s, it was like that. So if you had curly hair in the 80s, because you had so many people getting Jerry curls and wave nouveaux and like chemical shit to make their hair look a certain way, to the point when you have someone with actual real curly hair, you get asked the same thing. Hey, that a Jerry curl? No, bitch, it's not a Jerry curl. It's just fucking water and gel. That's what it is. Not activator and all this other bullshit. Not carefree curl and that shit. You know what I mean? So, like, but that's what it's like, though. You find someone that's fine. People are like, well, you get your hair, you good. You go to DR? Did you go to Puerto Rico? Did you go here? Did you go to Mexico? Get shit? No, no, and no. You know. So it is what it is. So, but I'm about to go in and eat, guys. I will try to get back live. I want to start the live stream. Shit, it's already 8 o'clock. So maybe the main card will come on at 10. So we'll see if we can get in bars. But let's see. My cousin went to Brazil and didn't want to come back. Yeah, he didn't. Some people I know that I met didn't come back. The first time that I went to Brazil, I was depressed when I came back. I didn't want to come back either. That's facts. I stayed in Brazil the first time ever. I went to Rio de Janeiro and met some of the finest women I'd ever saw in my life. I was baffled by them because they were in shape, but they were also fine. So some girls work out to the point where you, motherfucker, you're going through something, like you're just working out to just look. You're a bag of bones with a few muscles because you don't eat shit, and you're skinny as hell because you've ate away or not ate away, and stressed away all of your definition. You're gone. You're done. You look like a fucking boxer that's trying to cut weight. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. You guys ever seen The Machinist with Christian Bale? You know what I mean? Just shrunk the fuck up. But you got that, or you have somebody that's either used to be fine and they're fat. Louisiana's full of them. You see someone in Louisiana that, like, you met them in their 20s or in late teens and 20s, and they used to be fine, and then you see them again, they don't look like shit. They look like somebody's fat ass mama. It is bad. You got that feel to the brim. Because, I mean, some people, they were naturally built fine, and then they either got fat, blamed it on the kids, that shit. Oh, I had two babies. No, bitch, you just, you had too many plates. Yeah. Just stay away from the favelas. Yeah, that's true. That's how I went when I went to Panama. Panama's cool. I just went to Panama. So, Panama's cool. If you guys know anything about Panama, Panama is, like some famous people from Panama, like Ruben Blades. He's an actor and a singer. But I worked with him in Fear the Walking Dead. Real super cool dude. Yeah. Never had a perm. Woke up with a skinhead one night and too many beers. Oh, I've seen women with real butts that hypnotize you, like Al Heyman by hypnotize those PBC fighters. How you gonna call the people fat? I mean, easy. They're fat. Shit. Kurt is an international with it. Yeah. But no, seriously, man, the shit's crazy. The shit is wild. And then the second time I went to Brazil, I ended up fucking moving there. I ended up leaving because I went to Brazil in November of 2014. By February of 2015, I had moved there. Facts. I had moved there. I stayed until I came back, worked on what show was that? Because I flew into work. Oh yeah, I worked. You know what I mean? And I, got the checks and flew my ass right back. Yeah, Choi sound fat. Oh, y'all cut. No, let me stop. He sound like a fat ass dude mad. Fuck you, you're not skinny, bastard. Did you get any sleep in Brazil? Not really. No. I mean, when I lived there, yeah, I slept like a motherfucker after Oh! Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I got the best sleep ever. Woke up listening to fucking samba and shit. Some people don't. And then when I went there, not only was it carnival, it was also, the World Cup was the next year. So I was moving out of Brazil when the World Cup was going on, but I was still there. So yeah, it was some wild stuff there, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go in and eat, and I'm gonna come back out and get back live and tell you guys all about it. But let me go in, get me some grub, and I'll hit you guys back up when I leave. Until then, everybody has been counterpunched. Peace!